Everybody goes through some insecurity and everybody goes through bumps in the road in business. And I'm just talking business right now, not personal. And so the biggest thing that you've got to be able to do is say, hey, look, how do I get more confident in business? How do I carry myself as a better, stronger leader? How do I get more people in my business to follow me and believe in the mission and be all in? A lot of things you can do is you can do gain share, you can do profit sharing, you can do, what I have a whole thing that I'll talk about at another time, but I talk about it in coaching, a 70-30 rule. I have an 80-20 rule based on KPIs, which I'll get to in a minute, but I have a 70-30 rule based on like, if my goal is for you to make $100K, then I want to get you a $70,000 salary and I want to get you a $30,000 bonus based on, profitability or sales or volume, something to really give you some KPIs to measure your results to be the best of the best to get to that point. You want people chasing. You just don't want to just hand them and it's a 9 to 5. You want it to be bigger than that. And people take the job with your business for 3 reasons. 1, they want money, obviously. Okay, yay, we all know that. Put that on the shelf. 2, they want to see the progress of different employees and they want to see people that like the opportunity tree, right? Oh, I can be that. And that guy was that. I can move up to that. Oh, and that guy was a director. Then he's a VP. I can move up to that. They want to see real life tree, like people in your business moving up within your business. One of the things we did really good is all of our leaders came from the bottom up. So they grew their replacement and then they moved up and then they grew the replacement and they moved up. We did that in most aspects of our business. And the good thing about that was someone new in the company can come in and go, wow, that guy's been here 3 years. He's been promoted 8 times. Holy shit. And that was normal for us. And that allowed to sell that opportunity. So 1, money, 2, opportunity. People want to know they can move up the tree. I've had so many people come for coaching or talk to me and go, dude, I want to start my own business because I feel like I can't grow at the business I'm at. I feel like I can't get promoted at the company I'm at. I feel like I can't take it to the next level. I'm handcuffed. I'm stuck in a cage. I can't move. I feel like I can't breathe. I got to break through this. I got to have my own opportunity. I got to build my own map. That's what happens when you have a business that you suffocate your employees. You don't give them a fucking tree to follow. You don't give them a way to move up the fucking ladder, right? You got to have an org chart ladder where you have real success stories of people at their level that have moved up. That's so key. That's 2. 3, culture. People join your team because of culture. You want everyone rowing the same way. You want to do fun events. You want to do, we used to do kickball tournaments and, picnics and Christmas parties. We gave away, $200,000 to the employees. And you want to do fun things for people that make a difference where they love to come to work. We would do dress up day and contests and, we would support all kinds of different charities together locally and nationally. And they were a part of those events. And we would empower the leadership at a local level to really be a part and organize that so they felt like an owner. You have to treat your employees like an owner. You have to let them be rowing the same way as you. It's very important. When you're doing all these things and it's aligned up, I don't care if you got 5 employees or 5,000 employees, it's the same. You still have to have the same theory, the same concept, the same kind of drive, the same kind of, hey, I've still got these people being successful, the same kind of everything to do the culture. It doesn't matter big or small. You can create that culture, but it starts with you at the top. It starts with your leadership team. It starts with the people you surround yourself with, okay? Now, after you know how important self-improvement is, understanding the obstacles to confidence, there are going to be things that break you down. You're going to have a customer complaint. It's like, shit, now we've got to deal with this customer issue. Damn it, how do you combat that? Well, you make that customer happy at all costs. Like whatever you got to do, you make the customer happy. You try to get a new testimony from them. Maybe you won't, but how do you combat a bad one? Well, you make sure that all the next customers, you go above and beyond to crush it so they give you positive reviews. Right? And you focus on the positive. Sometimes people are going to be mad. Sometimes customers you can't make happy. I always say, if you don't sell ice cream and sherbet out of the same fucking stop, you're not going to make the world happy. Somebody's going to bitch that they're dairy free. Someone's going to bitch that they want ice cream. Someone's going to bitch. It doesn't matter what you do. You're going to have that. You got to accept it. That's the deal, right? We had 40,000 customers. We had 5,000 positive reviews online. We had a few hundred fucking bad reviews online. I mean, that's what happens. You can't make everybody happy. The goal is to make everybody happy. The goal is to go to the depths of earth to make sure that consumer has the best fucking experience possible. But sometimes people just angry. Sometimes people just don't like shit. Sometimes people, there's no coming back from a fuck up or a mess up or a hiccup, right? Sometimes you just can't fucking deal with, like, that's what happens. I always put the customer first, right? But every now and then customers will lie. They'll take advantage of the situation. It's unfortunate, it happens, but you always got to try to put the customer first. You got to put yourself in their shoes. But you got to understand those obstacles. You're going to hit bumps. No fucking company's perfect. Disney has bad complaints sometimes. Like, everybody has some. You want to make sure that they're very minimal, and you combat that with so much great service, so much white glove service, so much next level testimonials, positive reviews, everything you can do to combat any issues that you have. When people have a problem, you go to the depths of earth to fix it, but you also want to make sure that you're getting positive reviews to combat it, because that's what people do. When they look at reviews, they say, oh, I see 1 or 2 negative, but I see like 8 positive. Okay, I feel a little better. You want to make sure that it's way less than like 5% complaints or issues. Like, you want to focus on a percentage of how many customers you got. You got to make 80% fucking excited 5 stars. You can have 10, 15%, at fucking 3 or 4 stars, and fucking anything 1 star. You got to fucking make sure you go to the depths of the earth to fix and reverse that. But if not, and that falls in that category, you better get enough good things to combat it. That's the deal, right? That's one of the obstacles. Identifying strategies to boost the self-confidence. Now, we're talking business here. I can tell you all day long about boosting your own confidence, right? Looking in your mirror, giving yourself affirmations, loving yourself, believing yourself. That's all great. But we're talking business in this podcast. And the way that you really boost your self-confidence in business is you share your wins. You celebrate when you get a customer. You celebrate when an employee gets promoted. You celebrate when you go into a new market. We used to have a post, boom, come into Indiana, bam, come in here, boom, bam, 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 like all these things, right? You've got to do that. That you celebrate these wins, you celebrate you celebrate different things in the business. You get excited, your team gets excited. I mean, that's how you're boosting the self-confidence of the business.